I'm an oil painter, which in itself can be a pretty slow process. Anything that I can do to speed things up, even a little bit, is greatly appreciated. So today, we're trying out the Gamblin Ground Gesso blade. I recently picked this up at my favorite art store, Plaza Artist Materials. I don't have to do a tremendous amount of unboxing with this, it's more of an unsleeving. This really is a simple gadget, and I'm honestly annoyed that I never thought of this before. There's really not much to even explain for this tool. It's not complicated. It's basically scoop and scrape. You may find this easier to lay the canvas on a flat surface instead of propped up on an easel. Alas, Paul Casso is sleeping on my work table right now, and the queen shall not be disturbed. I used the blade to get larger amounts of the gesso from the container and onto my canvas and spread it all around. You may not buy gallon tubs of gesso like this and may get smaller bottles. For that, you could just squirt it directly on the blade or on the canvas itself. I generally work on larger surfaces, so to be able to coat a much wider area at a time is really helpful in terms of speed and even application. Sometimes when I'm coating a really huge canvas, parts will start to dry before I can smooth them out, even when I'm using a really wide brush. This means I was getting bumps and lines, which meant more sanding to smooth things back out. Now, the blade is a little too wide to coat my canvas edges, but that's okay. This is where I take my paintbrush and use the excess gesso on the canvas to cover the edges, while also smoothing out things quickly on the canvas itself. And done. I don't usually gesso one canvas at a time. I generally prefer to batch several at once. The other night, I prepared 6 at a time, and it easily cut my time down in half. Well worth it. So if this would be helpful for you, pick one up at your nearest Plaza Art or online at plazaart.com. Happy painting!